Hello vlog, it's Kiran. I'm here back with another vlog. And it's windy here in Delhi. Since it's windy and the weather was great, I thought I should be making a vlog on top of the roof today. And I did went to the roof today and wanted to make a vlog there. But as I went to the roof and sat down to shoot my vlog, I saw a bunch of people. Yeah, a bunch of people on the other roof, which in my neighborhood, the other roof. I saw them, and yeah, decided not to make it then. So here I am making this vlog right now, right here, yeah, in my room, instead of enjoying that great prawn. Sad for me. So in today's vlog I won't be talking about what I have been doing and what I've done today, but instead I'll be talking about two topics, that is no more charity and anger issues and its management and the causes behind it. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So recently I have realized this thing that in the name of charity, the people, the beggars, whoever comes to me, I blindly give them money, 50, 70 rupees or whatever. And by doing so, I have given thousands of rupees to these people, and I don't think it's going for a good cause. Maybe I will be able to fill a few tummies. Maybe it's also a big maybe because we don't even know where that money goes, which is a problem. So you know, instead of giving them money altogether, I'll try to do something physically, or maybe, yeah, that might not sound very good. I may start doing something which is more tangible, which will give me an immediate effect. Like one of my friend in the college teaches poor children every Sunday, and every Sunday he does this thing. He goes to the organization, and there all the poor children are not, let's not call them poor, let's call them not so good children gather, and he teaches them. So it's a good idea to actually impart knowledge to these children rather than giving them money, and you don't even know where that money is going. So no more charity. I'm planning to. I will be. I guess I'll be ignoring the beggars and children, whoever comes in. But instead, I wonder if I can create a system in which I can involve them. I don't know. I haven't thought much about it yet. But one thing is for sure, I don't think money is doing them any good at this point of time. So instead, I have to look for another way, and that's what I've been looking for the past 2 years, I guess. Wow, man, a tangible a way which is spontaneous, and instead of giving them food or money, what other means can help? I've been looking for it. I've been giving food as well, but not to everyone. I'm still figuring things out in my mind. I don't want to be very talkative about it, which I'm already here. Like I've already talked about it for last 3 to 4 minutes, without any conclusive result or conclusive, you know, conclusive idea. So here I am. Apart from that, let's talk about anger management. So recently I've observed that I'm getting angry a lot. So obviously the causes are quite quite obvious. Why do people get angry? People get angry because they're put in a situation which they cannot even control. They cannot control the situation basically. What's wrong with me today? I'm not belonging too good, not speaking too good. I'm repeating myself a lot. Anyways, so people get angry because of the situation they cannot control, or cannot assure themselves or others to the desirable situation in which they want to find themselves. That's what causes anger. And what are these situations exactly? These situations are either external or internal. Internal or external. Internal situations like, let's talk about external first. External situations like, not someone is not obeying you because the person does not want to follow your rules and regulations, does not want to mold themselves into your idea or ideals or ideas, or promoting or completing their selfish needs, wants, whatever. That's one thing. That's external thing. Things of which you do not have any control over. Yeah. And internal things are everything which can be under your control, but 90% of the time it's not. It's a fact. It's not. We do not have even control over our own selves. So how can you expect not to get angry? That is the thing. How can we expect not to get angry over things which we cannot control? It's like going on a very bad ride in a fair, and being strapped, being buckled up, and not being able to control not having any control on your movement, like roller coaster. So yeah, that is a horrible situation to be in. So how can we overcome it? There's an obvious thing. The thing is, we all, I think, know the solution to these problems, but the thing is, we do not apply those principles, those ideas, those thoughts basically, to usher ourselves into peace and less anger. I won't say no anger, like you cannot eliminate an emotion, and human emotion, and it shouldn't be eliminated. Eliminating a human emotion is like becoming something which you are not, becoming a robot basically. Yeah, think about it. If you eliminate all the emotions, humanly emotions, what will you be? A robot, a machine? I can hear a lot of noise coming from outside. Perhaps someone is getting angry over the situation they cannot control. So anyways, a situation which we cannot control makes us angry. So what are the solutions to it? What can we do to not get angry? So obviously the external situations are something which you cannot control, no matter how hard we try. There are some situations which we can mold ourselves, or we can mold the other person to obey us. Some situations that may work, but ultimately there is only one thing which we can control, if that is our own self, our internal being, so to say. Yeah, our internal being we can control. And very interestingly, whenever we feel that we cannot control the external forces, we often lose control of this internal force as well. Because this internal force wishes control over the external, and since it cannot establish that, it gets agitated, it gets angry. So I guess controlling the internal self is the solution. Even if external forces are not under your control, it does not, or it should not affect your internal forces which are actually making you angry. Now, these things, okay, I won't say these things are easy to thought, easy to think, but application of these things are even much more difficult. Like, like, like putting yourself in a situation, uh, and actually feeling those emotions which you may feel at that time. That's when you realize that the importance of what you have heard, what you listen to, what you actually, there are things which you listen to and there are things which you apply. So there's a thin line between them. So anyone who ever watched my blog, I don't know, there are some people, I guess, who may watch my blog. uh, so for them, maybe anger management is a tough cookie to break if you aren't making it. So how can we control the internal forces which actually are often ushered by the external forces? What can we do to have control over them? That is a good question. Let me think about it and then let me resume this video. So there are some basic things which we can do, like yoga, meditation, mindfulness, questioning things, questioning our actions, analyzing things and analyzing our actions. There are many things which we can do, but controlling the internal forces like this is it's gonna be a long process. It's gonna be a very very long process. What are the immediate things which we can do, the things which can help us to move a little forward? I guess there are some things which we can do, apart from meditation, yoga, the things which actually take time. I guess having your own principles, your ethics, your moral can help you to, you know, help you to get out of the situation immediately. The anger or any situation, basically, kind of think about it. Can be applicable for any situation, even any given situation. Like day before, like yesterday, it was yesterday. I came back from college at 4:30. I could have skipped the the reason for coming back to the college late was one of the reason was our teacher called a meeting of something. Let's not discuss in detail what happened, but our teacher called a meeting at 2, I believe, and it went on till 4, and because of a friend I had to stay back. If I had my principles right, if I had this idea of getting back home by 2:30, if this idea was very very strong, I would have come back home by 2:30 at any cost, and would have avoided certain turmoil which I faced later. But I couldn't do that because that idea, that principle, that guiding force was missing. Um, so having an ethical code of conduct or principles, whatever you want to call it, is quite necessary. The things which you follow whenever a certain situation come to you. But again, you cannot blindly follow those principles, because maybe one of your principles will be not to get angry at the things which you cannot control. That is true, but there will be certain situations in which you have to disobey that certain principle, because getting angry would be a necessity. Like if you're a teacher, mm, and your students are not obeying you, you have to be strict. You have to scold them at certain period of time. I'm not saying that it should be a regular thing, but at certain period of time, you have to get them what they deserve at that particular time in order for them to be assured properly. So the principles are basically the basic and general guidelines which help you to be more managed and more mindful and make things much more automated, to be simple, things to be automated. mm, certain things to be automated, not all the things to be automated. That would be ridiculous. Everything automated. Think about it. If you have to make a decision about anything, and you are guided by these principles, and all the decisions are based on those principles, oh, that could lead to some catastrophe. So yeah, I guess these are some of the ways of anger management. What does this do? Okay, that's fine. So these are some of the way of anger management according to what I have thought of. Anger management issues. Let's sum things up. What did we talk about? So today we talked about charity and how instead of instead of just giving money or just giving food, what other things which we can do or give to the poor or destitute or the people with which don't have so good. mm, we talked about it. I'm still working on it. I'm still thinking what we can do about the poor people. It's gonna take some time to come up with a very good solution, but I will get there eventually. Hmm. The second thing which we talked about is anger issues and its management. So anger issues arise from the internal or external forces which we cannot control. Apart from meditation, yoga, and spiritual practices, anger can be managed by your principle, code of conduct, and ethics, which you can learn from. Some of them you can learn from your own self, from your past experience, from whatever moral values have been inculcated into you and in craft into your mind when you were a child. Or you can learn them. You still have time. If you're a kid, whoever is watching this, you can read books like Bhagavad Gita. You can read text of how to live life, with the code of conduct, the ethics which people often follow. I guess ethics and values are very significant for an individual to live life with happiness and joy and peace. So I guess I'm done. I'm done with the video. It's not very comprehensive, but again, I don't make video for others. I make the video for my own self. Perhaps whenever I get angry, I may be able to watch this video and be recalled of what action I should take. Long sentences. I'm done with this video. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Will I be able to make these vlogs regularly? I don't know. I don't know anything, man. Everything is in doubt. Anyways, so I'll see you guys later and have a great day. Kiragami, peace out.